Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the CEO of National Rural Water Association, Rob Johnson.
My colleagues, thank you for being here this evening to celebrate the award winners. We have great people all over the country who do magnificent work, and it is very appropriate that we recognize those. And President Joe, thank you for also recognizing those people who excelled in our legislative process this year. As he said, we had many more people that did many more things, but this has just been a year of people excelling. Don't y'all like Louisville? Don't you like the expo that we have out here? I tell you, I'm from Loco, Oklahoma. I've seen stuff out there I've never seen in Loco before. They have equipment, things that dig deeper, dig faster, lift things higher, move stuff around in a fashion that I'm unaccustomed to. You know, it's just great to see that. This morning we had breakfast with the people that are part of the Equipment Manufacturers Association group, and interesting conversations. Their association continues to grow. Their members report still being very active regardless what else is happening in the jobs around this country, in part because of Rural Utility Service, the Recovery Act program. We still have a lot of projects underway, a lot of people still spending money that still haven't spent their money, and the equipment manufacturers people notice that their sales, their show continues to improve and grow, as have ours. And so I like being in Louisville. I like this expo. I get to see stuff that I can't see anywhere else in the world. So thank you all for being here, participating in that. Get out and see something tomorrow. Jump on something. Try it out. They'll let you get your hands on every piece of equipment that's out there. So please do that. You know, years ago, our board of directors decided that our national office, this was done by purpose, would be in Duncan, Oklahoma. And you know, there's lots of questions. Why in the world are we in Duncan, Oklahoma? Well, that is a good question. But I will just say that I'm proud to live in the little town that I do in Loco, Oklahoma. Because Loco is a little town of 150 people on a good day, the water system funded in the 1960s by Farmers Home Administration, now Rural Utility Services. The loan's been paid off. They put in a sewer system also. But living on that little system, every day I see the same problems that you do. We have a part-time person that takes care of our system. He had a problem, I think I explained this in the rally, with sewer overflow, didn't know what to do. He called Oklahoma Rural Water Association. They sent out a wastewater person and told them exactly what they needed to do. An engineer said you need to replace the entire wastewater system, which is sometimes the usual thing that they say. The wastewater tech said, no, we'll fix this. We'll fix this. A couple of lift pumps and things will work like they should have. And so I'm proud to live in Loco, Oklahoma. It makes me very rural. It makes me experience some of the same things that you go through every day and gives me a sense of what rural America is really like. So I just thank God that I work for an association that allows me to live in a very, very rural area. You know, this has been a difficult year for some of our associations on some aspects, and some it hasn't. I'm reminded of the story in Genesis of Joseph, who stood before Pharaoh interpreting a dream that Pharaoh and all his other people couldn't understand. And Joseph, with God's help, interpreted the dream as, there's going to be 7 years of plenty in Egypt, and there's going to be 7 years of famine. And the point was, in the good years, prepare for the famine that comes ahead. Reminded a little bit of this year. We've had 30 years of preparing for the year in which there's not EPA funding. But let me just say in that time period, Rural Utility Service funds have been there, the wastewater funds have been there, the circuit rider funds have been there, Farm Service Agency, source water funds have been there. But we've had years to prepare for the time that comes before us now. The vast majority of our states, the vast majority of you, have supported your association, have built it to a point where you survive this and you'll do well. And as you well know, our best years are ahead of us. And I thank you all for your diligence and your support of your state associations and helping them to be everything that they can be. This year we accomplished another milestone. This year, our last state association was incorporated and formed, and we went to be a part of that because that was historic for us. And we went to Hawaii, and the Hawaii Rural Water Association was formed last December. That put us in association in every state. Matter of fact, Hawaii Rural Water Association does real well through this loss of EPA funding. They have listened to other executive directors. They've taken their advice. They have found other funds, membership funds that will enable them to do real well through all of this. So I just want to say here tonight that our greatest times are ahead of us. The best is yet to come in rural water. And it is because all of you are very active and very supportive. The legislative awards that we gave were for a purpose, because all good things that have happened to us because you speak up. As we encourage you to, and as you have over our last 35 years, and we started our 36th year, you talk to your people back home. You talk to your congressmen. You talk to your senators. You tell them how important funding from Washington, D.C. is to build water systems, how important the money is that's inside rural utility service, how the people, that's the best loan program in the federal government, is rated by the government, and the good work that our people do. And that's why we do well. I would also ask your help as you go out, you go through the exhibit hall, and you walk by the water pack booth. This year, don't walk by it, okay? Go buy a ticket. Donate $10 to Water Pack, because for us to be successful, we have a giving program also back to congressmen. We want people that support rural water to get reelected. And one of the ways to get reelected is they have to raise money. And I'd rather money that supports them coming from you and I than somebody that has different kind of needs or wants from them than you and I. And you've always supported Water Pack well in the past, and I know you will in the future. And I know you'll speak up for rural water in our state legislatures, in our federal Congress, in our House of Representatives, in our Senate. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for being in Louisville. Have a great time. Go see some of the stuff that you can't see in local Oklahoma. And God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Carl Hurley.